Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And this week I'm doing, as you know, a few videos on some of the retiring products and what you can do with them. And if you haven't thought about getting them yet, why it might be an idea. Today we're using Elegantly Said. This flower I have always absolutely adored because it's just beautiful. I love some of the fonts and I love some of the sentiments on here. So we're going to use this one today. As I say, it's retiring. Link down below to my shop if you want to get it, and it's still available because it's always while stocks last. Your last chance products are there to be found. So we're using this flower, but I'm going to work on a background. These colours are retiring, as you know. So Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness and Bumblebee, three of my favourites. And I have just done a piece of cardstock and I have cut a circle mask, little bit of space at the bottom so I can then do some stamping afterwards. So let's just, you can glue this on if you want to. I've always said that, I don't tend to. And we're just going to build up some colours in here and just make a lovely frame. And we're going to use the Bumblebee to start off with, which I absolutely love. I so love this Bumblebee. It's one of my favourites. I am going to miss it. So what we're going to do is we're just literally just going to take the colour all the way round. If you do it off and come on, not like I did there, then you tend to get more of a smoother finish. So this is how you would do a moon, but we're not doing a moon today. We're just doing some really nice colours coming in. So I'm building this up a bit more on one side than the other because that's just how I'm going to do it this time. Okay, so then we're going to take, now blue and yellow will make green, but if we add this first, it should be a little bit more purpley. So this is the Magenta Madness. And again, I'm just making sure that it's level. As I say, do tape it down if you want to. I don't I don't tend to because I'm just, I just tend to be like that. So I'm just putting down a little bit of this pink, which is rather nice, which is just going to come down on that side, keeping the yellow on the other side. I might just make it just a little bit darker around on here. So the idea with this is just to do sort of little spots and colours and things coming in, and it doesn't have to be overly bright, but the brighter you do it, the better it will look. Now this Misty Moonlight is quite dark, but it's a very lovely colour. So we can just take that, and I think I'm going to have it right from this corner here. So by doing it in on here, it's going to give that sort of purpley hue. Now if I just bring it up over on here, it shouldn't give it too much of a green hue. It'll give it a little bit, but I don't think it'll be too much. So we're basically just sort of building up colour where we want it. And then when we take it off, you've got this lovely sort of mottle of it. Every time you do it, it will be a little bit different. It'll never come out exactly the same, but I love doing things like that because it just makes it look beautiful. So now we're going to take this stamp, which is the lovely flower, and And there we go. We're going to, because it's a fairly solid one, it means that we can do it so that it's almost like a little silhouette. And I'm going to do it in the misty moonlight, but equally you could do it in black if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. I think it'll work better in the misty moonlight because that's what I'm working with at the moment. So I'm going to stick with that. And then I'm just going to ink this up. So you want to have a really nice inking on it. And then we can take it and just put it in on the center there. Like that. So you've got that with the beautiful part at the bottom. And you need a fairly solid stamp to work on this. As I say, it would have worked in black, but I didn't want it as a complete silhouette. So that works beautifully like that. Just clean that off, and then we're going to have a sentiment. Wishing it birthday, anniversary, all the things you do are simply amazing. Life has changed for you, but my love and support never will. Oof. Difficult. There's lots of nice little sentiments and things in here. Just going to put this back on there. Happy anniversary, wishing you a wonderful birthday for you. I'm going to just have for you, I think, because that will then go for virtually everything. Now this is going to be an interesting little one because it's at quite a good little angle, so I need to take the little one here, which is my little block, and I'm going to put this so that the U is completely flat, and I'm going to give it a try out first of all because I want to make sure that it's going to come where I want to. So we're going to ink this up and put it down. Whoa, that's completely off, isn't it? So the U has to come at the bottom. Have a look and see if that comes there. That's better. Okay, so I want to have, it's going to come just here, slightly on, slightly off, like that. Ooh, a little bit skew, but never mind. It won't. It's an interesting font. Now, if you do get things skew with, like I did on there, little bit of a rectifying, you can always just cut, and I will probably do that before I come on to anything else. You can just cut it and just put that in like that. I'd probably put a little mountain on it. I haven't decided what colour I might use. I've got some bumblebee here, so I could contrast it completely. Put it down with bumblebee because you've got the yellow on it. I could do it with blue. I could then just cut this down a tad and have, does need it to be cut down a bit. It's not quite sort of straight. See if that'll fit in on here. Yes, it will. So I can take this off like that, put that in like that, and I can have that in on there like that, which that will just make it a little bit more what do you call it, spring-like, or as I say, I can do it with the misty moonlight, which would change it again. You've got the bumblebee in there, so it does sort of contrast through. Haven't decided. I will probably play around with it with a bit, so you might see on the front screen it either in the bumblebee, or it might be in a blue, or it might even be in the magenta madness. But it's a lovely simple technique. You can put any stamp you like on there. You can actually take it on and take it off. Does look beautiful. Thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind and look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye bye.